Hey, good morning. This is Moso Denning 76 here, and on my website www.mouthgarble.com, I have posted two more little blogs or articles. And the point, I know I talked about it before, but I want to keep pushing it, hopefully to make it popular, to try to help somebody out or get some input, for myself or to talk to friends about. But the point of stuff that I write on here is for inspiration, motivation, and healing. Maybe how to deal with day to day issues, problems, maybe a little bit of depression. Of course, I'm not a professional. I'm not a psychiatrist or a counselor or anything. It's just something that I'm interested in and to start discussions and maybe help somebody out. But I've wrote two more things on my website. And the first one that I want to talk about is staying positive, and then the second topic to cover is barriers. So failure causes a barrier that keeps us from trying or mentally keeps us from working towards our goals. But let's talk about staying positive a little bit. So previously, before this, I wrote about how to work on trying to defeat negative thinking, and a big part of that, and this kind of like a continuation of it, is just to try to stay positive. Uh, and pretty much the main point of what I wrote is with the negativity bias, how we as humans tend to notice negative things as opposed to positive things. It's just kind of how we generally run, is that we need to try to keep our mind focused on the positive and keep our mind occupied. Um, so if you ever see your mind starting to go and wander off towards the negative, is just recognizing it, being recognizing your own thoughts, being aware of them, and then redirecting them towards the positive. Um, and one way to do that is try to stay busy, try not to have a whole bunch of downtime that lets your mind wander. But staying busy is important. And I also wrote on here about being in the moment. I think there's a lot of a time where we're either dwelling on the past, thinking about what we could have done or what we should have done and didn't do, and then also maybe thinking towards the future, worrying about the future, what may come. Uh, so about the past, there's nothing you can really do about. The only thing you can do about it is if you did hurt somebody, is try to rectify it to the best of your ability, and then do the best you can, and then just let it go, and try not to make the same mistakes, and just refocus your mind to the present. About the future, you can't really control the future. What you can do is you can plan for the future, and then once you plan for the future, um, that's pretty much all you can do. So try to enjoy and be in the moment, be in the present, because the present is the only reality. The past has come and gone. You're not there. The future is going to come. You can't predict it, and you're not there, but you are here right now. Um, so we talked about do not dwell on the past, plan for the future, but do not stress about the future. And I hope that this made sense. My rambling, I know I ramble a little bit, but I hope that this made sense, and that maybe it'll give you idea or make you think more about being aware of your thoughts and where they are. Are they in the positive or are they in the negative? So the next thing that I want to talk about was uh, the title I put was failure barrier. And it's pretty much, what is a big thing that stops us from trying to accomplish our goals, is to start a big project, something that may be a little bit challenging. And I think a big one is the fear of failure. It doesn't always present itself the same way to everybody, but fear may not show itself as the way, say, somebody who's afraid of bears, they're walking in the woods and they get attacked by a bear. Now that's a different kind of fear that I'm talking about. But it might be just be a nagging feeling that just keeps you from starting because you're afraid. Maybe you don't know every aspect of what you're trying to do. There might be, if you're trying to start a business, or one of your dreams has always been to be an entrepreneur, be a small business owner, and you maybe are afraid to put in the effort to do some research or to go find some help about laws and procedures that you need to go through to start a business, or just the simple fear of failure. It's like, man, if I start this, what if I fail? I'll have dumped a whole bunch of money into this venture. I won't be able to recoup it. I'd saved all this money. I don't know if I want to do this. I believe that fear is a mindset, and it keeps us trapped. It keeps us from trying to realize our dreams and goals. And like a lot of people, if you listen to them, successful people, and I don't know if they might have started from a better place than a lot of us start from. They might have got like President Trump got that nice big $1 million nest egg to go ahead and start, and he probably got fed some money along the way. A lot of us don't have that, so it might be a little more of a leap. But a lot of successful people talk about, don't be afraid to fail, and if you do fail, learn from your failure and keep moving forward. So we need to try to break from this fear mindset of being afraid to start new things, whether it's small things or big things. So let's try to not be afraid, and let's stop thinking that failure is the end, because failure is not the end. We might fail, but we can. You're gonna wake up the next day and you can try again. Let's learn from our losses, learn from our mistakes, use it to develop and to grow, and maybe next time change our approach and be successful next time. So those are the two um, blogs. I don't really know what to call it. Blogs or little short inspirational messages that I'm throwing out there. But those are the last two things that I wrote. And the other thing I want to talk about, and I forgot to talk about when I talked about the carnivore diet, one of the biggest benefits that I think I've noticed from it is definitely strength. Like my strength has come back a lot faster, and I am gaining strength faster than I was before. And I haven't changed. I shouldn't say really. I haven't changed my workout approach as opposed to when I was eating, you know, regular carbs and just like a regular meal that you would have. If you had some chicken, then you'd maybe have some mashed potatoes and a vegetable and fruit. But with just eating the carnivore diet, my strength has definitely increased a lot quicker. And then that's increased quicker. And then also my cardiovascular endurance while running, I think I've progressed faster than I would have if I stayed on my regular diet that I've been doing for a while. And before this, I was doing a kind of a one meal a day where I would allow myself to consume calories for 2 hours and then fast for 22 hours. So that's a big benefit. The strength coming back a lot quicker, and being 42 years old, I'm surprised by it and definitely enjoy it and like it. So, hey, that's a little bit of a carnivore update for you. And as always, I enjoy doing this. I like talking, I like helping people is really what I want to do, and hopefully inspire a little bit. But thank you for listening to me ramble. And as always, take it easy.